Now then, guys, I hope you're all well. Do excuse the lighting in this room. I'm actually in my living room today. Believe it or not, I don't have a studio at home. I live in quite a small house where I've literally just got my living room and my bedroom, and they're both quite small and not really much room to do anything major in. I do need a better setup for doing videos like this when money allows, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, a few of you been asking me to do a new Suno AI video. Now, I have had some really good feedback from people about these previous videos that I've done. Not just from people who follow me online, but also from people who I really look up to in the industry, who've said they'd not really seen anyone do the sort of things I've been doing with this before. So I thought I'd best get one done. Right, I will say there isn't really much else I can show you with Suno, even though that's what we're going to be using today. The main reason is they haven't really added anything significant to it since the last video I did. What they have done though is they have refined a lot of the elements that it was having problems with before, and also you can get better sound quality out of what you can download at the end, which is always good. But what I thought we'd do today is go through this Medium article which I found a few weeks back from a guy called Travis Nicholson. It's basically giving you prompts to create songs in the style of a load of famous artists, because one thing that Suno won't let you do, for obvious reasons, is it won't let you put an artist name, a song in the style of Michael Jackson or Amy Winehouse or Shakira or whoever. For obvious reasons, it doesn't want you to do that, because that was how you got things like people making fake Drake songs and putting them on Spotify. So what this guy has done is he's come up with a load of prompts so that it can create songs in the style of a famous artist without specifically saying that's what you want. What it won't do is it won't give you a voice in the style of that artist, because that's definitely no. But it will certainly give you songs in the styles that these artists are famous for. I have tried a few of them out and they're actually quite effective, some of them. So I thought we'd write a song with ChatGPT as we usually do, and then we'll try different prompts from this list and try the song out in different styles and see what we come up with. Now, on this occasion, rather than find some sort of weird and funny source material from the news that we can turn into a comedy song, I thought I'd find something a bit more neutral that everyone knows that could be turned into a song in different styles, since that's what we're going to be doing. And what I thought of was the plot for the original Star Wars. Everyone loves Star Wars, don't they? I think you're a bit of an oddball if you don't, as far as I'm concerned. And I think most people would agree that the first film, Episode 4, was the best one. Maybe you could say Empire Strikes Back was a better film, but that's a debate for another day. I don't want to be upsetting the Star Wars fans. I've asked ChatGPT to give me the plot for the original Star Wars film. What I've done with ChatGPT recently is I've been trying to get it to write songs in the style of other songs that everyone knows. And it quite often works very well. It also means it comes up with something a bit different to the generic sort of ChatGPT output you get. I got it to write a song in the style of Mel and Kim Respectable. Let's see what we got. I'm not going to lie, I actually really like some of the stuff we've got here. It's obviously not the same as Mel and Kim Respectable, but I can see how this does actually might line up with the style of that song. I like that chorus. Let's see how it sounds when we put it into Suno, and let's try out some of these different prompts we've got. Now, this is the Medium article we've got from this Travis Nicholson guy. I'm going to put the link to that in the comments, because obviously it's only right that I give him some credit for what we've got here. And also I think it's quite useful to anyone who's going to be playing about with Suno. As it says, all you need to do is input the topic or custom lyrics in the style or genre. You aren't allowed to input the names of artists or bands, such as Elvis or Coldplay, but you can use the list below to find the correlating music style for each artist. And this list is massive. We've got things like Coldplay, Taylor Swift, Elvis, The Weeknd, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, which is going to be a personal favourite of mine, Metallica, AC/DC, Bob Dylan, Daft Punk. Jesus Christ, this list is huge. And there's absolutely loads of different styles as well. Right, so I think we should pick out a few favourites of mine. And there's quite a few different artists I love on here, so this is going to be a hard selection. Now, I'm not going to lie, it was really hard to pick some out on this list. because there's absolutely loads. And also, I think some of them come across as a little bit more simplistic than they should be for the kind of like thing that you want. But I have picked a few that I thought I really liked. Whitney Houston, which anyone knows is my favourite singer. She could have sang the Chippy Menu and I would have probably done a remix of it. Katy Perry, because obviously she's done some quite like uplifting dancey pop songs. So I thought we could try in that style. And then Metallica, who is one of my favourite bands in that sort of style, right? So I thought we'd see what we get from that. Here we go. Now, as you will have seen from my previous videos, if you've seen those, we've gone into Suno.com and then gone into custom mode, copied and pasted the lyrics into there. And then we've put the style of music we want, which, because this is the style of the song that we've taken inspiration from, and it's also a style I've been doing previously, I thought we'd do 1980s high energy, camp, energetic synth pop disco in a Bananarama style, which I'm pretty sure it shouldn't let you use that prompt, but it has been working. Probably because Bananarama aren't that famous anymore. One thing that has changed since last time we were here is we're now at version 3.5 of Suno, which is basically just an improvement on the previous one, which was already been used in version 3. But it gives you better song structure and it gives you songs up to 4 minutes long, which is exactly the sort of thing we're looking for. Actual full-length songs. Right, so let's see what it gives us when we try it in this style. As you'll know from my previous videos, Suno generates 2 results each time I ask it to generate a song, and that uses 10 credits each time. I'm probably just going to go through one song from each style in this video, just because we're going through a few different ones, and I want to be able to play as much of the songs as possible, and I don't want this video to be ridiculously long. Also, as per usual, I haven't listened to these yet, so hopefully this is going to be good. Let's see what we get with this one then. That's definitely camp. Oh my god. I don't know why it kind of reminds me of Never Ending Story. Oh my god. This could be a real song. Oh! This is gay! In a good way, of course. Oh my god, that's mental, right? That's probably one of the best, like, first time results I've heard for this in Suno. And that's definitely something that's improved with version 3.5. You do get results pretty damn quickly from this. And you don't usually have to do much messing about either. Yeah, that definitely gave us exactly what we wanted. Like I say, it sounded like Never Ending Story a bit. Let's try it in a different style. One of the main things that's vastly improved with Suno is the fact that you can now just go to reuse prompts. When you want to do something. It used to be a button that said remix, but now it's just reuse prompt. So what you can do is just click that button and it will automatically load that prompt again, and you can just change the style of music. So what we've changed it to this time, for this version of the song, we've asked it to do the Metallica prompt, which was heavy metal, power, aggressive, just to make it a bit more accurate, because obviously we've had a lot of female vocals. I've asked it to do male vocals, and I've also kept the euphoric chorus bit because I think that will give us something more like what we're hoping for. I haven't tried this prompt before, so I'm quite interested to see what it sounds like. Especially since I am a bit of a Metallica fan, really. So let's see how this one sounds. Ooh. This is quite accurate. It's almost like Iron Maiden with a bit of Metallica thrown in, actually. Yeah, that isn't far off Metallica, actually. Like I say, it's a bit of a mix of Iron Maiden with Metallica vocalist voice. I'm quite amused by that one. Let's try some of the others. So this is the Katy Perry prompt, which is pop, glitter, festive female vocals. I do find that particular prompt a little bit ambiguous. Right, so here we go. It does sound a bit like Katy Perry, yeah. Vocal doesn't, but the song does. Yeah, that's definitely a Katy Perry type song. So that's enough of that one. Like I said, I don't want to go through too much of all this. I don't want this video to be like 3 hours long. But yeah, that does actually sound pretty much like a Katy Perry song. Obviously the vocal doesn't. They're not allowed to make vocals deliberately sound like other singers. Although I will say this, I did do an 80s style song the other week, and it literally sounded like an 80s Madonna song. I think when it comes to like old sounds of existing singers, it does actually work. One other thing I will point out as well, you probably noticed the sound was a little bit crunchy. The reason for that is because we're actually playing these while they're still processing. They do still sound like a little bit distorted and crunchy. But when you actually download them, you can now download them in WAV format as well. They are a lot better. Right, so let's try some more. So this time I've gone for the Prince prompt. This says 80s funk, eclectic, glam, male vocals. And obviously I've kept the euphoric chorus bit again. That does sound like it should definitely produce something that sounds like Prince. Exactly what sort of Prince we're going to get, I don't know, because it's like it says in the actual prompt, eclectic. That could be anything where Prince is concerned. Let's see what it sounds like. In the galaxy so far, far away, but the slayers and afraid. Okay. In the droid into empires chasing her crew. Tatooine looks the sea, finds a droid adventure key. Obi-Wan lightsaber beam, Jedi tails and Vader scheme. Heroes in the galaxy. I like that little change in tempo. That's definitely a Prince kind of thing. I think this one's my favourite one so far, to be honest. I really like this one. That's my favourite one out of all of them so far, and even though it definitely doesn't sound like Prince's voice, it sounds like the sort of song you would have got from Prince in the 80s, so I really like that one. You know what, I'm going to leave that video there because I'm quite happy with the results we've got out of these prompts here from this list. Especially considering how some of them don't seem to be that detailed. They seem quite vague at first, but they all seem to be getting the results that we want. Especially the ones I've tried, at least. There's bloody loads here. I haven't tried them all, but all the ones I've tried seem to be working out exactly as they're supposed to. Like I say, it doesn't give you voices exactly the same because it's not allowed to do that, right? But it does give you the sort of songs you're looking for. And also, I'm really impressed with how Suno's developed as well with version 3.5. The fact that it'll give you a full song in one go rather than having to keep extending like clips of over 2 minutes. You can still do the extend clips bit like we did before, because obviously if you're not happy with how half the song develops, then you need to go back and change it, right? But you can just get a full song in one go, which is great, really. I am going to be doing another video with Suno, mainly because One thing I do want to show you is this new songwriting generator that I've found, which I've been trying out. It's basically like a ChatGPT kind of thing, but specifically for writing songs, right, which is quite cool. Me and my mate Phil have been trying it out, and it's really good for writing interesting dance tracks, because it can change the emotions and things like that. But we'll come to that in another video. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video again. I will be dropping the link for this prompts list in the comments, right, so keep an eye out for that, and I will see you in the next video.